Hi, this is Tina Lorenz. It's been a while, but I'm ready to dig back into marketing minutes. The whole point of marketing minutes is just that. It's just a few minutes of your day, a few minutes out of your busy schedule. But I'd like to be able to invite you to partake of the marketing minutes as I continue to create them for the tinalorenz.com site, because I love marketing. I love marketing in the wild, meaning whenever we're out and about or traveling, I just see things that I think this would be so interesting to discuss with other marketers. And I find it interesting, and I hope you will too. So today, we're going to start with Vital Farms. Vital Farms is based in Austin, Texas. They're a company that produces butter and eggs, and a few extras too that I'll show you in just a minute. I found them by shopping at Sprouts. And with the current trend towards low carb, healthy fat, paleo diets, that type of thing, butter has come back into being acceptable and even desirable for many people in their nutrition. But it requires it to be healthy, grass-fed, higher fat content, that type of thing. So I was actually drawn to the Vital Farms butter by this, their packaging. Now this is actually the eggs. So let's go find the butter right now. But I just really love clever packaging with good copy on it. You know, it draws me in because, hey, I'm a marketer. Marketers appreciate marketing. And certainly their butter is actually quite delicious. So let me just show you, see if I can get this to open up to a bigger picture. Oh, come on, show us your butter. Here we go. All right, let's look at the package. So the idea with this is Vital Farms knew that their kind of people like to shop at farmers markets, but they also understood, and I'm sure researched, that a lot of people do not have time to go to farmers markets on a regular basis. It might be a special outing, or maybe they don't live in an area where there actually are farmers markets that are easily accessible for them. So they wanted to make that feeling for you that you were actually shopping at a farmer's market. To do that, they made their packaging look like a chalkboard. As you can see, it's a black background, and they made the writing and the print and the graphics on it look like someone had written it in colored chalk. Like you could erase it and write another message on there. The beauty of this is the choice of words. This is also an example of small copy, short copy, basically, brief copy, how powerful it can be, and that it's actually not easier to write than long copy. You know, that's a little aside. Maybe sometimes if you're a copywriter and you're dealing with clients, you'll have someone say, oh, you know, it's just short. It's just something really short, really easy, as if that should not be difficult for you and it should not be very expensive, right? That's a whole other marketing minute. But we know, we who do this type of writing and marketing know that short copy is not necessarily easier. In fact, it can be much more challenging. So let's see what Vital Farms did to maximize that tiny space on what's really just a half pound of butter. So you know the packaging is actually quite small. And we have the cows and white chalk look to the cows. They're grass-fed in the USA, pasture-raised. We have sea salt and unsalted, and we have 85% butter fat. Please note the lower right-hand corner, as I just mentioned before, there are only 2 quarter-pound sticks of butter in this package. It's a half-pound package, but I can tell you from experience, it's some of the most expensive butter that you're going to find in your average grocery store in the United States. Now, you can go to a Safeway or any other well-known chain of grocery stores and pick up a pound of some kind of butter for probably $4 or $5. So that's for an entire pound, 4 sticks of butter. Vital Farms butter is around $6 or $7, sometimes $8 a half a pound. You can do the math on that one. That's about $16 a pound for butter instead of $4 or $5. So you're paying premium prices for premium butter. That's how they're presenting. No apology there. Owning that position of being unusual and different in how they present their butter, what they do with their cows, how their cows are milked, and their whole ethical base, their value base is also part of their marketing. So I bought it, and I don't have the package here to show you right now, but if you open the package, there's also copy on the inside of the box. Very small, but again, some more, it's on a kind of a brown bag looking background, very folksy, feels really good. Kind of feels like you're buying butter from, you know, the little farm in Iowa where the family is churning the butter themselves every day, but that's not the case. If we go down the page, we're going to see in a minute how they do this, but just take a look at they have an image of the butter itself, and boy, does that look rich. It looks like French vanilla ice cream, but that's actually their butter. They then do a little Q&A. They tell you about it. And do you love this alfresco butter? Well, yeah, because the cows are outside. They're outstanding in their field, as they say. So, but they know how to maximize that, how to make that picture in your head, and the languaging, finding those powerful words that really create that feeling. There's a feeling about their butter. It isn't just, yeah, this looks like good butter, it's healthy, I'll buy it. It generates a feeling. So you actually feel kind of like you're part of that you're making a statement yourself and your values when you buy the butter from them and their type of butter. So let's take a look down the page. We have a nice kind of a little infographic looking part of the page here where it shows the cows are all happy. They're out in their fields. They're roaming. They even have the horizon in the distance, so you can tell they have plenty of room. They're not like crammed together anywhere. White picket fence. I mean, it doesn't get more Americana than that. And that then it moves into how they produce the butter. And it's separated from the raw milk and pasteurized, small batches. And you can see, it's a small batch. It's just that little tiny bit of yellow butter in that great big machine churning away to give you that small batch, farm-raised, grass-fed butter. Now, I caught myself on something when I was looking at the packaging because, honestly, I kind of hadn't noticed this the first time around. There's a word missing on this package that you might expect to be there. Do you know what it is? Organic. It's not organic. It's just farm-raised, free pasture. Oh, this is interesting. Now we've got non-GMO project eggs. I didn't see this before. Whole other look to this. Very fresh and white. Look at the copy up here under open skies and sunshine. And doesn't it just feel like that? It feels like open skies and sunshine. And so this is another aspect of their eggs. And here we go. They don't have organic butter, but they do have organic eggs. But the butter thing's kind of interesting because it's almost like you assume it's organic and it actually is not. However, in their eggs, here's a carton of their regular pasture-raised eggs from the happy hens that are out in the sunshine. They're foraging year-round right here in the right-hand corner. Freedom to forage outdoors year-round. They're not jammed into some awful pavilions of chickens that are just row upon row in tiny little cages laying eggs. These guys are happy, and they're girls, actually, and they're very happy. And you know that. They tell you that. Happy hens, ethical eggs. There's nothing that tastes better than an ethical egg. So let's take a look here. Again, this is not organic, but we go down the page where I was just a minute ago. Here's their organic eggs, and look at the difference in the packaging. This is much more organic. It looks like brown paper. It looks like recycled bags. It looks like something that was ethically produced, even for the packaging for it. We have Girls on Grass up here in this corner. I think that's an interesting choice of words for their branding of their marketing. Tended by hand, small family farms, free to forage. These are such happy chickens. I'm telling you, you'd wish you were a chicken when you read this package. So I think Vital Farms is doing a great job of standing out. They're certainly positioning themselves to be at the top of the food chain when it comes to butter and eggs and it being very expensive. Paleo approved, gluten-free, certified humane, all good stuff. Believe me, I'm not making fun of this. I buy this product, okay? But up here in apparel, this is a great example also of maximizing their reach and really forming what Russell Brunson talks about, having a culture in your business with emphasis on the cult aspect of the culture, that you build the crowd, you build those devoted fans. You don't have to have every corner of the market. You want the people that are your people, the people that relate to what you're doing. They're already on board with it, and they become your biggest fans and like an army of people who refer people to your product or your service. And so one of the ways you build a culture is you give people a way to emblazon it upon themselves, that there's something about what you're doing that they can wear is very, like ClickFunnels. They'll send you a t-shirt, ConvertKit sends you a t-shirt, stickers, bumper stickers, things that have to do with your business that people just want that stuff. When you create this type of a group, an audience, a group of rabid fans that love what you have. And so here's their Girls on Grass shirt. I thought I'd show you that because there's two little happy chickens plucking a blade of grass and Girls on Grass. And conversation starter, definitely. They have their Vital Farms, just their regular logo. It kind of reminds me of Coca-Cola, but I'm sure they don't go anywhere near that. But that red and white. And they even have some cute little onesies for babies, so the whole family can be on board even before they're ready to eat chicken or eggs. Kind of makes you think about which came first, the chicken or the egg. I hope you enjoyed today's Marketing Minute. I hope it gave you something to think about. And if nothing else, hey, try their butter. It's absolutely delicious. This is Tina Lorenz. Until next time.